I hated every single second of that football match. I hated every second of that game at Stamford Bridge today. Why do a lot of Chelsea fans talk about Enzo Maresca as if he's not good? Why? Today I saw a team that wanted to die for their manager. Genuinely, taking my Arsenal bias and tribalism away from it. I saw a team in Chelsea today that just wanted to give their all, especially when they went down to 10 men. Possessed players. Chalobah, who's normally a good boy posting scriptures on Instagram, turned into an absolute vicious beast. Enzo Fernandez, where did that come from? Again, I don't watch a lot of Chelsea games, but let me know in the comments, is this normal for Enzo to have such a commanding game in midfield? So dogged, he gave every single thing. Reece James today, man possessed. If not for him, several times. And I would say that this is on our players to do better and be more effective, especially against a team that had a man down. Reece James timing on every single sliding tackle in midfield today felt like it was all perfection. Everything he tried to do, he did, and he did very well. Sanchez, how many times when he's leaning to his right side, goes down low to make a save on the opposite side? Sanchez, who's been a laughing stock, who they used to compare to Onana, had a game of his life. And then, of course, the stroke of luck that you need after you've performed so well is when the opposition team takes the ball off of the striker who would have gotten an easy goal. And that's Timber taking the ball off of Gyökeres. It was going to be a clean goal. The dead in the last kick of the game, when the game was almost dead. It just seemed like everything went Chelsea's way today. Everything. Obviously, the red card, nobody can question it. If you're questioning it, let me know why in the comment section. But we know that was a clear red card and it was coming. Caicedo, super talent, unbelievable player, unstoppable this season. He stops every single midfielder he comes up against. But he was very, very rash today. Very rash, very careless. And I understand that it's a North London derby. I understand being fired up, but that was a straight red card. That was a straight red card. We saw the best and the worst of him today. We saw that viciousness that you want from your holding midfielder. But we also saw the terrible ill discipline that he showed to get that red card. But my goodness, I was impressed and I'm worried about Chelsea this season. I'm worried about Chelsea after that game. If that's the evidence that I have to go on, I can't lie. I don't watch Chelsea too many times. But today, very impressed. Very impressed. Which brings me to my boys, Arsenal. I don't think any Arsenal fan in the world is okay with that result. We played Chelsea for over more than half the game. They got a red card in the 36th or 38th minute. I'm not quite sure. And we didn't end up winning the game. My brother, to be fair, called it and said Chelsea will find a way. The team they have a proper coach. They have a team of quality players. And they did. Going ahead was the last thing Arsenal needed. And where did that come from? From a corner kick. This was the absolute worst game to lose our composers in defense. A lot of our build-up from the back goes through Saliba. A lot, so much of it. And Gabriel. And we had none of them today. And we had a defensive pairing that were having that debut together. In Mosquera and Piero Hincapié. They've never played together before as a pairing. And today was the day of all games. I reckon if everything was more balanced, if we had our boys back, totally different game. I see a lot of people talking about how if Chelsea didn't go down to 10 men, they probably would have won the game. And I see why. But also, the game completely changes when a team goes down. Especially with a team that plays such structured football like Arsenal does. Especially when we don't have our builders from the back. We didn't have them. Calafiori looked a shadow of himself today and he was rightly hooked off. Early yellow cards. Big up Piero Hincapié and Mosquera for not getting second yellows. We had so many early yellow cards. Zubimendi getting sent off. If I had one complaint about Mikel Arteta today, he took off Martinelli a little too early. I would have loved to see him run down the wing a lot more and try to create some stuff. But today, all in all, I feel like this game ran away from us. It's 2 points dropped and not 1 point gained. We failed to capitalize against 10 men today. We should have won this game, and we should have increased our distance between Chelsea and also Man City. But we're left with only 5 points, and 5 points can be turned around after one game. This title race is wide open, and the Chelsea fans who are trying to pretend like they're not in it, you guys are in it. You are definitely in it. If that's the evidence that you have, these players want it. This manager wants it. They do. So come in, battle with us, battle with City, be the chasing pack. We stay in the lead, and hopefully we can retain it. I trust my boys. I love my manager. I think he was dealt a terrible hand today with all the unnecessary key injuries. People always talk about how the only person that is irreplaceable is Declan Rice, and that is not incorrect. It's a very correct statement. But when you lose your defensive minds, and not just defensively, losing them in the way that they build up play from the back, it's just almost impossible to build today. Saka, yes, brilliant assist today, but he knows that we expect more from him. That ball through over the top, and he had, yes, it's his weaker foot, but he had Merino wide open, and he just didn't get enough purchase on the ball. That would have been us too. That would have been us scoring our second goal. And some other chances where he had, and he just couldn't hit the shot right, or he couldn't just find perfect touch. The final balls always killed us. Always. Eze had a poor game today, in my opinion. He couldn't just find a way through. Obviously, he was getting bullied in that midfield. And I think that's one thing that he needs to realize. This is Arsenal. It's a step up now. You need to be dogged. You need to be violent. You need to be vicious against big teams. And today also showed me that Arsenal, we have a real problem that we don't usually face. We don't. We are so good that everybody knows it now, and they're deploying tactics that we've never really seen before. Like Chelsea today were just violent and vicious and just coming with all of the force. It reminded me of the Stamford Bridge games back in the day when you had Essien, Balak, all those animals, John Terry and the likes of them, who were just so violent I would not let you play for 90 minutes. That's what today made me remember. It was such a terrible, I hated every minute of that game, like I already said. But that was what this game reminded me of. Eze needs to know that this is a new problem that we have. Mikel Arteta, I'm sure he does, but I'm going to sound it just in case. He should realize that when we're coming up against these teams that actually feel like they are contenders or they are rivals of us, they're going to deploy new tactics today. Not just sitting back. This was not just sitting back. This was man-on-man, super press, almost like what Bayern tried to do to us. But we found a way. And I think we would have found a way in the second half if everything, if it was 11v11 and we had our players, I feel like this game would have been different. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. We dropped 2 points, but we're still in a very, very comfortable position. We play again midweek. This is the busy time. We're entering December now. It's like no days off. Back to back games, which I think is causing some injuries, and our 2 center backs gone. Declan Rice needs to find a way to have some rest. I know he loves getting in the flow of things. After the Bayern game, he says, I want to play every single minute of every game, every 3 days. Bruh, you're a human being. As much as I wish you were a video game character, you're not. We need to find a way to give you some rest. Bring Norgard in sometimes. This was not the game for him, though. I'm just thinking for the future. We need to find a way to give these players more of a rest. We also missed Trossard today very badly. Very, very badly. The intelligence of Trossard was lacking on that left side today. Because we know Martinelli is not the brightest, unfortunately. He has a lot of qualities, but finding other ways aside pace to hurt the defense of an opposing team is not his strongest suit. But Trossard did that perfectly, and we didn't have him today. But some good news, Jesus on the bench, Odegaard back, playing. Gyökeres also back. Merino, what a guy he has been for us. Again, getting us to go. Man, tough one to take. Let me know how you thought about the game. Did you hate it as much as I did? Leave a comment in the comment section. Like the video. Give this some hype points. You see that hype thing? Click on it. Share this video as well. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. It'll be an honor to welcome you into this community. And I'm trying to grow it, so it'll be a huge favor for me. Take care. God bless. Have a pleasant week. Peace.